Now, here are the reasons why your ex would try to return after you have moved on and what you need to do about it. Now, when your ex return, it's not going to be a blatant like, hey, I miss you. Let's try to get back together. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a little sneaky. But you know what's crazy? That whole time you was going through your healing process, your breakup stage, no contact from them. They like totally disappeared. But the minute that you went through your healing process, you moved on, they just want to poof, pop out of the blue and decide they want to contact you. It's all about energy, right? So after the breakup, you had them on your mind and vice versa for like 24/7. But what usually happens is the other partner feels this gravity pull, right? And it drives them crazy. So what they do is they go find someone else to occupy their mind, just to get you off of their mind. And most of the time, the relationship never really works, right? It doesn't last very long. They don't have that strong emotional connection that they had with you. So now, since you had moved on, they start to feel that there's an energetic or a disconnect. So there's like, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they're seeing anyone. I wonder if they're happy. So the first reason is that you actually rebuild your self-confidence. You started practicing self-love, self-respect. But let me tell you something. Those characteristics are very powerful aphrodisiac. That not only other people can sense it, but your past lover can as well, to the point where they start to feel automatically drawn to you. Anytime that you really, really, really want someone, they pull away. But the minute that you have no interest in them, they want to pull towards you. The second reason is that you look and you feel better than you did when you was in the relationship with them. Now you are happy and they want to join in your happiness. The third reason is that you are even more attractive when you had set stronger boundaries and higher standards. They know that you are not playing no games anymore. They know that they have to come correct when they approach you. It's thank you and please. Is it okay at your earliest convenience that, can we talk? So what should you do about it? First, when they contact you, do not respond with resentment or anger, because I just let them know that you're still in love with them and you haven't moved on. But I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. What has changed to make you think that it's going to be better the next time? The second question is, are you willing to put in the work to repair something that didn't work the last time? The third question is, if trust was broken, do you really want to rebuild it? So if nothing changed, you're not willing to repair or rebuild the trust, then this is how you should respond. I hope all is well. Boom, done. That's it. Peace.
I hate to break it to you, but just because he keeps coming back, that does not mean he wants you. That doesn't even mean that he loves you. That doesn't even mean that you're his favorite. What I do know is if a man continues to show you that he does not want you and y'all go through this whole toxic situation of the back and forth, the reason why he keeps coming back is not because he's choosing to, it's because you always keep the door open. As soon as he check back to see if you still stuck on stupid, there you go, opening the door with a big smile on your face. Ain't nothing changed. He's still gonna do you wrong. He's still gonna cheat on you. He's still gonna mentally sabotage you. And listen, when a man affects you emotionally and mentally, you know how hard it is to get out of that pit, because you start believing the lies that he tells you. You start believing that he's the best that God has for you. You start believing that ain't nobody gonna love you like he do. And that's a lie.
Always remember, dicks are like boomerangs. They always come back. The reason why men always come back is because a lot of the times they don't miss you, they miss the power they had over you. And the only way that they can yield their power is through them being present in your life. A lot of the times, the men that you love look confident, all because you're giving them the power by emotionally giving them and without them giving you anything in return. But as soon as you strip them of that power, which is not having you physically there, all of a sudden they notice their powerlessness. People can only yield power through a physical presence or through them having a way of communicating with you. When you strip them of that means of communication, that means of yielding power, all of a sudden they feel helpless and they come back to you to relive that power that you gave them. To learn more, follow me on Instagram or follow me here.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, Everyday with Idora Young. If you've not yet subscribed, this is the right time to do so. Kindly click on that subscribe button and turn on notification for more videos from me. Thank you. Today we'll be talking about why will a man go back to his ex? So my friend was speaking to me about this boyfriend that she had, and that she did really like him. She was very, very committed in the relationship, but they broke up. They broke up a couple of times, but then finally there was this final breakup and everything was done. But she would always notice that this guy would always come back, like let's say every 3-4 months, and depending on how she receives him, they would have conversations lasting a period of time. So like if she doesn't really like receive him well, the conversations will last for a few days. But if she receives him well, like they really communicate and talk, they'll talk for like a long time and then probably even end up coming back together, like dating for a while, and then they'll break up again. And so I was like, okay. She did mention that anytime he comes back, after having these year and there conversations, he would always end up saying that he really misses her and he really loves her, and then she would have this emotional roller coaster and all that. And then I shared with her my own opinion about men coming back. It was early on in my life that I realized that a man coming back to you is not a big deal. I realized, because it's like a circle. They come back and they text you like every 2 or 3 months. When I noticed the pattern that it's like almost like, let's say this is in August and he texts me in August. I remember that the last time he texted me, it was in May, and August is the 8th month, May is the 5th month in the year, so that's like 3 months apart. And then the next time he would text me is like November, or probably even October, which is like 2 or 3 months later. And then he texts me again and it's like 2 or 3 months again after. So I noticed that pattern and I'm like, I mean, I am special, I am awesome, I deserve love and affection and respect, but I don't think I am such a big deal to this guy. I mean, if I was such a big deal to this guy would have treated me well and basically want to be with me, but it's not. So I don't think I'm that special. And then I found out that this other ex girlfriend, it was doing the exact same thing. It's like, okay, they'll talk and after like 2-3 months they'll come back again. But then when you ask questions like this, I mean, this is how I found out. I mean, when he came back at some point, one of those points, I asked him questions like, oh, are you still in a relationship? Did you date anybody in between? And he'd be like, yeah, I dated somebody. Okay, so how long did the relationship last? Oh, it lasted for 2 months. Oh, 2 months. Okay, so the 2 months that we're not talking, you were in a relationship, and then now that the relationship is over, you are back to me. So then after that, right, we'll stop talking for a while. But then when it comes back like 3 months later, I'll also ask him the same question. Okay, what were you doing for this past 3 months? Oh, I was in a relationship. The relationship lasted for like 2.5 months or 2 months or 1.5 months, and I even tried getting back with that ex-girlfriend that I dated 2 months for 2 months. The earlier time that I spoke to you, yeah, I actually texted her, and we tried to make something work out, but it just never worked out. And then I just saw the pattern, like, oh wow. So the way it's coming back to me is the same way it's going back to that ex he dated earlier, the first 2 months. Remember, I just spoke to you about 2 months, right? Two people that he dated for 2 months. Yes, but then when they broke up and then he entered into the second 2 month relationship and they broke up, he actually texted the first person that he dated for 2 months, and then also texted me that he dated way long for a longer period of time. So I'm like, oh, I see the pattern here. You just go around texting people, all your exes, you text them back, and then when there's a period of time when you're in a relationship, you just don't really text anybody. But usually it doesn't last for long. It's not like you're in a 1 year relationship and you're not texting anybody. Probably you even broke up with that person because of your instability and you concentrating on your exes, and so just basically filtered into your present relationship, and it ended up not lasting for as long as it should have. So early on, I knew that when an ex comes back to you, it doesn't mean jack. Like, it doesn't mean you're special. It doesn't mean that you had a strong hold on him. It doesn't mean that, oh wow, you treated him so well, so he knows what he missed. That illustration works for every of his ex. I mean, most times women don't do really bad things. Yes, they could be annoying in the relationship, but I would think that, except if probably she had sex with the guy's brother or the guy's friend, then probably that is the unforgivable sin or something. But every other thing is not so bad that the man will end up never texting his ex again. Most times after the breakup, when he moves on and dates someone else and he breaks up with that person, he would always go back and text all of his ex, not one of his ex, not just you, the special girl. It's gonna be all of his ex. He will text them here and there and see who responds well, and depending on the one that is really giving him the response he wants, the attention and affection he wants, he will stay there and enjoy that attention, enjoy that affection until he finds someone else, and then he starts dating that other someone else. Or he might even stay there, depending on the reciprocation he's getting from you. He might stay there, he might end up dating you again, or just come and have sex with you and leave you again. Probably he came for the sex, knowing that you're the type of person that would always give it up to him whenever he comes. So he just comes, have sex, and then move on to somebody else. Like, it's just nothing special. So there's nothing to be excited about if a guy comes back. I mean, I'm not excited in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, okay, how many of your exes are you texting right now? I know I am one of them, but how many are you texting now? Or are you here? I'm not going to give you that attention that you're probably craving because of this recent breakup with your girlfriend. That is my opinion. All right. So what do you think about this same topic? Do you think a guy comes back because he really misses you and he really wants you and he cannot do without you, and so he's hoping you will take him back? Or are you just like me, that it's just not a big deal? In fact, leave me alone. If you love me and you respect me, you should leave me alone, because what you're trying to do is not going to be healthy for me. You understand? Especially if I liked you so much at the time we were dating. So that's my opinion on why I think guys come back to their ex. If you think I'm wrong, you're free to express your own opinion. You can comment them in the comment section and I will be there replying. And while you're at it, kindly click on that subscribe button and turn on notification for more videos from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.